feels like it's magic, that where we connected, I swear they would be my rescue. When I look in their eyes, I start to smile and feel alive. When I'm holding their hands, I start to have goosebumps on my skin. I can't live without you. Without you, you're my friends, you're my family. I can't live without you. Without you, you're my friends, you're my family. I can't live without you. Without you, you're my friends, you're my family. I can't live without you. Without you, you're my friends, you're my family. I can't live without you. You're my friends, you're my family. Playing around with the state of my mind, figuring out how I'm blurring the lines. Can't tell if I'm up and running or if I'm coming down. My brain is glitching now, trying to wrap my head around it, but I know that I feel so good, and I'm not thinking about it. I'm on my phone high. I feel like it's a memory, a deja vu returns to me, but I'm knowing in reality still I don't wanna know. You said like a dream. Don't know when I'm sober. I'm dancing in between. The rhythms bring me home, wherever that may be. Soon it might be over, so I just repeat. This is all I know. 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 I'm shifting shapes as I slide through the night. I'll be awake, I can never decide. Maybe I should blow this cover, but I don't wanna face it. What's wrong with this behavior? If I like it this way, all I know is I feel so good, and I'm not thinking about it. I'm on my phone high. I feel like it's a memory, a deja vu returns to me, but I'm knowing in reality still I don't wanna know. You say like a dream. Don't know when I'm sober. I'm dancing in between. The rhythms bring me home, wherever that may be. Soon it might be over, so I just repeat. This is all I know. This is all I know. This is all I know. This is all I know.
You hold me close, tell me that you can read my mind. How do you get to know how I feel inside? 'Cause I didn't take you there. Now, oh baby, get out my head, get out my head. Sometimes I reminisce about everything that I miss. It all comes back to you. Oh, oh. And I know my heart ain't his, 'cause why would I be feeling like this? It all comes back to losing you. No, I'm breaking this heart, 'cause you broke me first. You made it hurt. Oh, oh, I've been yours from the start. I'm falling apart to your memory. Had to watch you leave, and now I just can't handle it. And we're doing little lost inside this love. Now I'm losing little weight. We gonna quit it all. Reminds me your love finds me. There's nothing to lose, 'cause it all comes back to you. All comes back to you. There's nothing I can do. It all comes back to you. All comes back to you. It all comes back to you. It all comes back to you. It all comes back to you. Sometimes I reminisce about things that are hard to admit. So much I would redo. No, no, and I know my soul ain't his, 'cause why would I be missing your kiss? It all comes back to losing you. I'm breaking
You're listening to Chill Your Mind Radio.
first. You made it hurt. Oh, oh, I've been yours from the start. I'm falling apart to your memory. Had to watch you leave, and now I just can't handle it. And we're doing little lost inside this love. Now I'm losing little weight. We gonna quit it all. Reminds me your love finds me. There's nothing to lose.
inside when I found you. Another slide upon your face. You gave it all with joy and grace when I found you. When I found
Introduce.
I saw the tears in your eyes. They got me burning up inside when I found you. Inside when I found you. Another slide upon your face. You gave it all with joy and grace when I found you. When I found you. I saw the tears in your eyes. They got me burning up inside when I found you. Another slide upon your face. You gave it all with joy and grace when I found you.
Staring out into the night, trying to hide the pain. I'm going to the place where love and feeling good don't ever cost a thing. And the pain you feel's a different kind of pain. To the place where I belong, and where your love has always been enough for me. I'm not running from, no, I think you got me all wrong. I don't regret this life chose for me. But these places and these places are getting old. So I'm going home. I'm going home. The miles are getting longer, it seems. The closer I get to you. I'm not always been the best man, a friend for you, but your love remains true. And I don't know why you always seem to give me another try. So I'm going home to the place where I belong, and where your love has always been enough for me. I'm not running from, no, I think you got me all wrong. Don't regret this life chose for me. But these places places and these faces are getting old. I said these places and these faces are getting old. So I'm going home. I'm going home.
Yeah, good morning in that. How's everybody doing, though? Happy Friday. You made it to the end of the week. Yeah, you should pat yourself on the back. Not everyone made it, but you did. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the morning show with Uncle Lou. That's right. It's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on LouTube today. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Ballard's coming on today. Well, maybe. Ballard's may be coming on any Friday. We'll see. I don't know. It's up to Ballard. First round of the draft last night. I'm sure most of you, if you didn't watch the draft, I'm sure you are caught up on it. But few surprises, few trades. The worst drafting team in modern history failed to disappoint again. Atlanta Falcons. We're 4-12. But we're just a tight end away. Damn, man. The Falcons. You know, there's a reason these teams struggle like they do. There's a reason the Cleveland Browns were terrible for 40 years because they were drafting terrible. There's a reason the Raiders were terrible for 30 years. It's because they can't draft. They were terrible in the draft. There's a reason the Cardinals were bad for as long as they were. Can't draft. Remember Josh Rosen? How'd that work out? And Kyle Pitts is an amazing player. He'll be a Pro Bowler. Drafting a tight end at number 4 when you're 4-12 and have a 40-year-old quarterback, half a defense, and not a very good offensive line, and no running back situation at all. I don't understand what they were doing there. The Falcons are just the Falcons are an embarrassment when it comes to the draft. The best draft pick they ever made, Brett Favre, they traded him a year later for a bag of potato chips and a left guard who was retired 6 months later. Kyle Pitts can play receiver. I keep hearing that excuse for why the Falcons drafted Kyle Pitts. That makes it an even worse pick because Kyle Pitts was about the 4th. If Kyle Pitts is a wide receiver, he's about the 4th best wide receiver in the draft. So I don't understand that argument as a justification for if the Falcons needed a wide receiver, they should have took Jamar Chase. He's the best wide receiver in the draft. Jamar Chase was available at 4. Why'd they take the 6th best wide receiver with the 4 pick, if that's what you're telling me? Julio and Pitts is deadly. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know why. Kyle Pitts is great. I don't know why people think Kyle Pitts is going to revolutionize the NFL. I don't understand. I really don't. I honestly don't. Travis Kelce was drafted in the 5th round. George Kittle was drafted in the 3rd round. There's never been a tight end drafted in the top 4. Are you telling me Kyle Pitts is going to be the greatest tight end in the history of history? This is ridiculous. This is insane. But anyway, that's why the Falcons are everybody's favorite laughing stock, or one of the reasons why. One of the reasons why. Anyway, I don't know. That's some breaking news, if anyone's interested. Balls recruiting update. Let's go.
Audio Jungle.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to the Vol, man. Proud of you. Proud of you, Tennessee. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. All right, here's the draft for anybody that was in a coma. Just came to. Trevor Lawrence, of course, number 1 overall to the Jags. Zach Wilson, quarterback from BYU, number 2 to the Jets. Trey Lance, quarterback, went to San Francisco. They could have took Mac Jones there. Once they didn't take Mac Jones, you knew Mac Jones was going to fall a ways, and he did. I mean, whatever. Kyle Pitts to the Falcons. Jamar Chase to the Bengals. A lot of this going on here. Oh, my God, we have a quarterback from LSU. Let's go out and draft a wide receiver from LSU. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad pick. I think Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the draft. So he's bigger, taller, and stronger than Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle. So he's more of a typical wide receiver. Jalen Waddle to the Dolphins. So, yep, let's team him up with Tua. Let's do that. Penei Sewell, best offensive lineman in the draft. He goes to the Lions, protect their new quarterback. J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain. Now, I happen to think Patrick Surtain is better, but I don't, you're splitting hairs, I guess, here. So it's not that I don't think there's anything wrong with these picks here. If I was Carolina and I wanted a corner, I would have taken Surtain, but J.C. Horn's not a bad pick either. Devontae Smith to the Eagles. Justin Fields to the Bears. That's an interesting pick, too. Micah Parsons. He's an absolute animal. Cowboys got a good one there. Rashawn Slater, the second offensive tackle off the board. He goes to the Chargers. Elijah Vera Tucker to the Jets. Got to have somebody to protect the Mormon up here. Got to have somebody to protect the Mormon, Zach Wilson. So they draft this guy here, help protect him. Good job, I guess. Mac Jones finally got drafted at number 15 to the Patriots. To the Patriots. Will he start this year? I don't know. Zaven Collins, I didn't know much about this guy, I guess because he played for Tulsa, outside linebacker. Alex Leatherwood, he was a starter at Alabama forever, seemed like. He's a good one, too. Jalen Phillips, defensive end out of Miami, goes 18 to the Dolphins. Jamin Davis, look at Kentucky getting somebody drafted here. I don't see Tennessee on the list, but Kentucky's got a first-round draft pick. Inside linebacker goes 19 to the Washington football team. Bad dog, buddy. Kadarius Toney at 20? You could have got this guy 20th in the second round. Kadarius Toney's a gimmick player. Kadarius Toney is dollar store Tyreek Hill. This is not a good pick at this spot. Kwity Paye to Michigan. Caleb Farley to Virginia Tech. Kwity Paye to Michigan. Kwity Paye from Michigan to the Colts. Caleb Farley from Virginia Tech to the Titans. Okay. Christian Darrisaw, another offensive tackle. He goes to the Vikings. Here's where the running backs came off the board. Najee Harris immediately followed up by Travis Etienne. Oh, let's pair Travis Etienne up with Sunshine. Let's let Trevor Lawrence hand the ball off to Travis Etienne some more. I don't know. I don't recall ever seeing this before. This idea that, well, okay, this is our quarterback. Now let's go get some people that he played with in college. I don't remember seeing that before. Not on this level like this. It's strange to me. I don't have a problem with Najee Harris being drafted ahead of Etienne. It's the same as the other thing. I would have taken Etienne first, but it's not because I don't like Najee Harris. I mean, I think these are clearly the two best running backs, so personal preference. Another corner here. Greg Newsome goes to Cleveland. Rashad Bateman. He's good. Goes to the Ravens. Now I just got to find somebody to throw him the ball. Peyton Turner to the Saints. Eric Stokes. So Georgia got a guy off the board, number 29 to Green Bay. This is why Aaron Rodgers was so mad yesterday. Aaron Rodgers must have got word that Green Bay was going to draft defense in the first round yet again. So I guess now he doesn't want to be in Green Bay anymore. Now he wants out of Green Bay now. Gregory Rousseau, Miami gets a pick in the first round here, defensive end. To the Bills. Bills are a hell of a team. Jason Oweh, I don't know what the hell this is. From Penn State. Also to the Ravens. And then with the last pick, Joe Tryon, outside linebacker, to the Washington football team. I thought this might have been, I thought one of these two picks here might have been the Azeez Ojulari pick, but it wasn't. Some Georgia fans upset that Azeez didn't get taken in the first round. He was a late first round, early second round guy. I don't know the order of the draft in the second round and who needs outside linebackers and things like that, but I would be surprised if Azeez Ojulari isn't one of the first two outside linebackers taken today. If there are two taken today. Again, I don't know the needs of the teams that are drafting and and all that, but I think Azeez Ojulari will be one of the next two outside linebackers that gets taken. Morning show every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 8 a.m. Uncle Lou After Dark, a college football call-in show every Tuesday and Thursday night at 10 p.m. And Lunch Money with me and Pigskin Pete, a show about absolutely nothing every Monday night at 10 p.m. That's the live show schedule. I didn't go live last night. I hope everybody got that message. I was on with Pete instead. Pete was able to stream the entire first round. I wouldn't have been able to start streaming until about 9:30 or 10. So instead of starting the stream halfway through the first round and maybe taking viewers from other people that had been streaming the entire time, I decided not to stream and just go on with Pete for a little while. So I stayed on with Pete for about picks 10 through 15 or so. Had a good time, too. Pete did a good job on that stream. Pete knows way more about the NFL than I do anyway, so it just made sense to do it that way. So that's what I went ahead and did. I felt like I had to, or I needed to. How about I uploaded 3 videos yesterday for you guys? How'd you like that? What did I do? South Carolina, Iowa State, and the Woe Tides, Alabama. Green Bay, worst drafting team ever? I don't know about ever. Worst drafting teams ever in the history of the NFL over the long run, Atlanta, Cleveland, Arizona, and the Raiders. Those are the 4 worst drafting teams in NFL history. Yeah, Dennis, Georgia player did get drafted in the first round. Don't you worry about that. I don't know if you just tuned in or if you just have a hearing problem or both. I don't know. In fact, he got drafted right ahead of the Miami player, sir. So, sorry for your troubles. Georgia beats you again. Georgia's just better than you in every imaginable way, aren't they? Shout out to Mike Reiser. This is his picture here. Well, this isn't a picture of Mike Reiser you're looking at, but he's been the winner the last couple of weeks in a row. You guys know how it works on Fridays. At the end of the show, whoever has the highest Super Chat or PayPal or whatever, you get to pick the picture that goes up here on the screen all next week next to the live show schedule. So get your Super Chats in, get your PayPals in, whatever you have to do. Or whatever you need to do, too. And at the end of the show, we'll find the highest one, and you will win. And you email me a picture. I'll put it up all next week. There you go. This morning, today's show is the last show to get you a Slob Olympics T-shirt for $10 off. So if you know you're going to get one, where is it? Right here. If you know you're going to get one, and you want to save $10, send $20 to the PayPal with your shirt size and your address, and I will send you one out today. They're going to go up for sale probably late this afternoon. On the Teespring store, they'll be $25, and Teespring charges you $5 or $6 to ship it, whatever it is, so it'll be about $30. So if you know you're going to get one, send $20 to the PayPal today, and I will send you one out today, and you'll save yourself $10, and you'll be among the very first to get your official 2022 Slob Olympics T-shirts. I'll be sending BBD and Pete one as well. And all the proceeds from the sale of the Slob Olympics T-shirts between now and next year's Slob Olympics will go to support the Slob Olympics, trophies, plaques, whatever. Support the Slob Olympics. And support Uncle Lou. Support small business. I keep forgetting that's what we're supposed to say now. Support small business. Ballard, are you planning on calling in anytime today? If you are, it'd be great. It's hit or miss with you every Friday, I know, so I'm just asking. Kevin, he'll probably have them. He'll probably have them. Che, thank you for the super chat. He says, Falcons draft a tight end at 4. Fans go crazy with, wow, he's transcendent talent. Fail to realize the defense will let up 30 points per game still. Yeah, I agree. We hear this a lot. Hold on a second. Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, good morning. We had a draft last night.
Yeah, good morning. You know what this reminds me of, Che? Because I keep hearing this too. He's a transcendent player. There's never been anyone like him, and all this blah blah blah. I heard a lot of this same stuff about Reggie Bush. People used to tell me all the time, the NFL is going to have to adjust to the speed of Reggie Bush. Yeah, okay. Okay. And Reggie Bush was a great player. I'm not saying he wasn't a great player, but this idea that, I mean, listen, there's 93 people watching. 8 of those people knew who Kyle Pitts was in 2019. He had an amazing year last year. No doubt about it. And he'll have a great NFL career. But he's a tight end that doesn't block very well.
That's true.
He's a tight end that doesn't block very well. Yes, he's big. He's fast. He doesn't catch very well either. He bobbled half his catches. These are just facts. The idea that he's going to show up in the NFL and no one's going to know what to do with him. Like, oh my God, we got to play Atlanta and they have Kyle Pitts. Can we pretend we have COVID, or do we actually have to play against Kyle Pitts? No, none of that is happening. None of that is happening. Every safety in the league is as fast as Kyle Pitts. That's facts. Facts.
They're gonna play him.
Every inside linebacker in the NFL is as fast as this thing where Kyle Pitts was running past 3-star inside linebackers. That's not happening in the NFL. And I'm not knocking Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is the best tight end in the draft. He's the best tight end in the draft. He probably should have been drafted in the teens. That's all I'm saying. He's a pro. He'll be a Pro Bowler if Matt Ryan can stay upright and healthy. He'll be a Pro Bowler. But come on. People act like Kyle Pitts is going to revolutionize football. Like, oh my God, we haven't seen anything like this since the invention of the forward pass. Look at this guy. No, come on. Come on. And Falcons fans do this every time. Vic Beasley was the next Lawrence Taylor or whatever the hell. Vic Beasley was a disaster from the day he was drafted. Come on with that. Not to mention, tight end is not necessarily. Tight end's not even a weak spot. What's that tight end Atlanta has, Ballard? He's not. He's pretty good.
I'm not even sure who it is.
What's that tight end in the comment section? What's that? Shoot, I'm drawing a blank on his name. He's in the top half. He's in the top half of tight ends in the league. Hurst. Yeah. Now, is Pitts better than Hurst? Yes. Kyle Pitts is better than Hurst. Yes. But Hayden Hurst isn't why the Falcons went 4-12.
Yeah.
Oh, but he can play wide receiver. Guess who else can play wide receiver? Jamar Chase.
Whoopity-doo.
Yeah, and you didn't need him. Julio and Kyle Pitts are going to be a deadly combination. Same Julio that the Falcons are doing everything they can to get rid of? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Ballard, Mac Jones ever get drafted?
Yeah, by the Patriots.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was starting to feel bad for him. ESPN kept showing him sitting in the corner waiting around for nothing. It was weird.
Yeah, right.
How mad were you?
No, I was fine. I mean,
Justin Fields is just better than Mac Jones,
I know that. And I've only made jokes about it just because of the outcome of this year's championship, but I know surely that doesn't mean anything. I do think Fields is a far better talent. But Trey Lance to the Niners, though. It wasn't really. We heard those rumors, I guess, for the past week or so. But outside of that, it was going to be either Fields or Jones there.
My thing with the quarterbacks is still this: Trevor Lawrence was an obvious number one. I don't think there was an obvious number two. I think depending on a team's offense and their offensive philosophy, I think the Jets could have, if the Jets would have drafted Justin Fields, I would have said fine. If they would have drafted Trey Lance, okay, fine. They went with Zach Smith, fine. I don't have a problem. There was no clear cut. The only thing with the quarterbacks to me that would have been ridiculous is if Trevor Lawrence didn't go number one. He's just clearly the best bet in the draft.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know, didn't Kyle Pitts go off on Georgia and Bama? Yes, he went off on everyone he played. Did you watch football last year? He was one of the best players in college. Listen, Ballard, if a field goal kicker this year in college goes 100 for 100 and makes 5 70-yard field goals, should he be drafted number 4 in next year's draft?
No.
It's not about whether Kyle Pitts is any good or not. Who's the best running back in this year's draft? Najee Harris. Should Najee Harris have been drafted number 4?
No.
No, you don't draft a running back in the top 5. You just don't.
Hardly in the first round.
Right. There was a 5 or 6 year period where in a row from like 2008 to 2014 or something like that, where not a single running back got drafted in the first round. It's not that Kyle Pitts isn't any good. Yeah, Kyle Pitts went off on everybody he played. last year. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
It has to do with the fact that he's a tight end, and you're the Falcons. You're not 4-12 because you're just a tight end away. I mean, I just don't think it was a good pick. I just don't think it was a good pick there. Not that Kyle Pitts isn't any good. Some people I don't understand. Some people aren't capable of understanding nuance or gray. Everything is black or white. Oh, you think the pick was bad? Well, you just say that because he's a Florida player. No, he's an amazing player. These people. I swear.
Got to make sure they fit the scheme,
Anyway, I wanted to give a shout out not only to you, Ballard, but of course our latest sponsor, and we have a commercial too.
Oh, do you?
We have a commercial. Of course, the latest morning show sponsor, Ballard's salad tossing service.
Oh, hell no.
Alabama's #1 youth ministry. And we have an audio commercial to play along with it. Let's see.
Listen to the taste of a salad tossed friend. At McDonald's, chicken salad, Oriental, garden, and chef. All day, every day, tossing them fresh. Chicken salad, Oriental, garden, and chef. At McDonald's, listen to the taste. Listen to it. Listen to the taste. Listen to the taste. Sauce fresh all day. Listen to the taste every day. At McDonald's.
Oh, I don't speak pineapple, Will. Yeah, so thanks for that, Ballard. Appreciate you supporting the show with this sponsorship deal here with your new company, and I wish you nothing but success here in your latest endeavor. Okay.
Yeah.
What you got for us today, Ballard? You want to talk some draft, or what do you want to do?
I mean, that's really all I kind of focused in on, obviously, just staying up watching it last night. I got my thoughts on some picks and some not so much, I guess. We expected, especially for like the 49ers. I mean, the past few days it seemed there were those rumors about Trey Lance, but I don't know. Did that one surprise you?
The 49ers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were going to take Mac Jones.
Yeah, I did too. But at the same time, I also heard the rumors about him going to the Patriots, and he ended up going there. The first 4 picks to start out, Lawrence, we get that. Zach Wilson, second best quarterback to the Jets, pretty much get that. Then it got interesting. The past few days, I heard, it would be Fields or Jones. Then there's also the talk about Lance. The Lions, they need help with their receiving core, but they took Penei Sewell out of Oregon, which I guess for the Lions, protecting, who do they get? They traded Matt Stafford for
Jared Goff, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jared Goff, that was it. You still got to protect him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's still a pretty important pick there. Penei Sewell, that's not bad. But what sticks out to me, though, being a Bama fan, Jalen Hurts is with the Eagles. They took Devontae Smith, and then Waddle went to play with the Pineapple in Miami.
There was a lot of that going on. The Jags have Lawrence, and then they drafted ETN.
That's true.
The Dolphins have Tua, and they drafted Waddle. Mm-hmm. The Cincinnati Bengals have Joe Burrow, and they drafted Jamar Chase, which was Burrow's favorite target in 2019. I mean, Jamar Chase broke the SEC receiving record in 2019. Devontae Smith broke it again in 2020, but at the time in 2019, that was the most receiving yards anyone had ever had. But the Burrow to Jamar Chase connection in 2019 was unstoppable. A lot like the Mac Jones to Devontae Smith in 2020. But I I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. I don't remember ever seeing that before, where it's just pretty obvious that a team is going to is purposely like drafting a player that their quarterback is familiar with from college like that. I don't recall seeing that blatantly like that with first round draft picks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be surprises too in the first round, but especially last night, I mean.
How about the first 7 picks of the draft were offensive players?
That's
setting a record. That set the record. Most most draft picks to start the draft without a defensive player being drafted. A modern day draft record.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had, I guess it was J.C. Horn was the first defensive player.
Yeah, from South Carolina.
Yeah, and he goes to the Panthers. And then right after that, you had Surtain from the Gumpers. Who did he go to? I got it pulled up here. He went to the Broncos. Yeah, Broncos.
Yeah.
Could he be the next Champ Bailey, Ballard?
Well, as a Bama fan, you'd hope so. You'd hope he'd be.
No. He's no Champ Bailey, sir.
I know.
He's pretty good. He's no Champ Bailey. Come on.
I know.
Come on.
That's why I said you would have hope that it would happen.
Hey,
it won't.
Who's DBU?
Not Bama.
The argument's usually between LSU and Florida, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which corners have they put in the NFL that are better than Champ Bailey?
I don't know if they have.
They haven't. Don't worry, they haven't. They haven't. How many corners LSU and Florida have drafted in the first round yesterday?
Don't think they had any.
Oh my God, DBU though. Oh man, the Florida man wants to have something so bad he can't stand it. Shout out to Clemson though for finally after 120 years getting a number one overall pick. Shout out to the Tater man. Shout out to the Tater man there. Georgia Forever, thank you for hitting the PayPal link this morning and supporting the show. I really appreciate that. He says, I'm just showing my support to the show. Go Dogs. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And Mike Reiser is trying to win this picture contest for the 3rd week in a row. And it may happen. It may happen. Thank you, Mr. Reiser. He says, this should put a big smile on your face if you don't already know, but Google the many, many saints of Newark, and you're welcome. If you know, then disregard. I do know. What's disappointing is that this is another casualty of the pandemic. This movie was supposed to already be out. And it's delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed and delayed and, delayed again and delayed some more. In fact, I read an article this week, just a couple of days ago. They do have a new release date for it, and it is Many Saints of Newark delays release yet again. They've pushed it back again to September 24th of this year. But so I will be watching it on September 24th, though. Don't worry about that. But and I'm actually in the middle of rewatching The Sopranos, which is just a coincidence. I couldn't find anything to watch the other day, and I said, well, screw it. I'm going to rewatch The Sopranos, and I'm already almost through. I'm almost halfway through already. I'm almost at the end of season 3 already. But that got me thinking again about this movie, so I looked it up a couple of days ago, and yeah, so September 24th. For those that don't know, I'm sure everyone knows what The Sopranos is. They're making a movie prequel. So James Gandolfini, who passed away several years ago, he plays Tony Soprano in The Sopranos. This movie is about a young Tony Soprano. And James Gandolfini's son is playing him. So that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Comes out on September 24th. So all you Sopranos fans, September 24th on HBO. And movie theaters. It's coming. So it'll be in the theater too. But if you have HBO Max, you can sit at home in your underwear and watch it. Ballard.
Cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Mountaineer Mike, thank you for the super chat. He says, Ballard, thoughts on Najee to Pittsburgh? They got no offensive line.
Yeah, that's a problem. I know.
Doesn't Najee Harris feel like a Steelers running back, though?
He does. I think he'll fit well, but yeah, like you just said, I mean, they got to fix that O-line for him. If they expect him to be running up and down the field each week, in the future,
maybe they'll do something on the O-line today, round 2 or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Che, thank you for the super chat. He says, what's y'all's thoughts on the Bears drafting Fields? I would say good pick, but knowing the Bears' history of developing offensive weapons, I was talking about this last night. Maybe it was with Pete or maybe it was with somebody else. I'm having a hard time remembering who the last good Bears quarterback was.
Yep.
And the first thought that pops in anyone's head is Jim McMahon. He really wasn't even that good.
It was supposed to be Trubisky. They hyped him up.
And he's just that's not working out.
Yeah.
The other thing is, who's he going to throw the ball to? Their best wide receiver is what, like Allen Robinson or something. Who is that? No one knows who that is. They have Javon Wims. He's barely an NFL player. You know, he's from Georgia. I like him, but he's barely NFL talent. Or who's their running back? I don't know who their running backs or wide receivers are. They need a lot of help on offense besides Justin Fields. I do like the pick. I mean, the Bears they're not the Jets. They're not the worst team in the league. And they've got a pretty good defense. They got Khalil Mack and Leonard Floyd and a few other pieces there. But offensively, they're a long way away.
Oh, for sure.
But I like the Bears. I mean, the Bears are a team in the NFL that's kind of like, there's certain teams in college football, like when they're not any good, it just doesn't seem right. And the Bears are like that to me. Like, it just seems like the Bears are one of those teams that just the NFL is better when they're good. To me, I don't know. I think Tyson Campbell will probably come off in the second round.
Yeah, he'll go some point today. He's definitely one of the, out of like Surtain or whoever, one of the top corners in this draft, and I think he'll fit in just about anywhere, in my opinion.
The problem with Tyson Campbell is it looks better than it tastes.
Yeah.
The guy is an underwear Olympic champion. I mean, he's a combine machine. I mean, if you built a defensive back in the lab, it would be Tyson Campbell. His arms are 9 feet long. He's the perfect height and weight. He's got good enough speed. But when you watch him play, he's just not elite. And that's why he didn't go in the first round and Eric Stokes did. I mean, Tyson Campbell was the number 2 overall corner coming out of high school behind Patrick Surtain. How about they went to the same high school, Ballard? Can you imagine trying to throw against that high school?
Be pretty tough.
Tyson Campbell on one side and Patrick Surtain on the other. Anyway, so Surtain goes to Bama. Campbell comes to Georgia, the number 1 and number 2 DBs. And Tyson Campbell it seemed like it just never all clicked for Tyson Campbell. He had a real bad problem his first couple of years of getting his head turned around. So, like, even when he would be in good position, like on deep routes or go routes or whatever, even when he would be in good position, the ball would come right over the top of his head, and the receiver, the receiver would catch it. He wouldn't turn his head around. It caused a lot of pass interference issues, because if you don't turn your head around to look for the ball and you make any contact at all with a wide receiver, they're going to throw the flag. If you turn your head around like you're at least pretending to make a play on the ball, they'll let you get away with a little bit of contact. But so it just never really clicked for him. And in Eric Stokes, no one knew who this guy was in high school. No one wanted him, 3-star. And he turned out to be the better of the two corners.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange. As well as Georgia is recruited, their best two corners under Kirby Smart were 3-stars. DeAndre Baker and now Eric Stokes. And it's not that Tyson Campbell is terrible. If he was, he wouldn't be about to be drafted in the second round. So I'm not saying he's terrible. It's just he didn't live up to the billing of being the number 2 corner coming out of high school. Patrick Surtain did live up to being the number 1 corner coming out of high school in his class. He was amazing.
Yeah.
So Slim Shady, Bucks fan, fellow Bucks fan, Ballard.
Yes, sir.
He says, what monument in Atlanta is Bama going to pay Harvey Updike to desecrate this year?
We don't claim Harvey Updike.
Roll damn tide. Roll damn tide, Paul.
Just had too much Bama in me all my life, Paul.
Too much Bama in me. Oh, God. Must have had a lot of sisters, I guess, or a lot of brothers.
Man.
What else stood out about the draft, Ballard?
What did you say?
What else stood out about the draft?
Well, I don't know if you heard all the news about Aaron Rodgers yesterday wanting out of Green Bay, thinking they were going to take a quarterback or something. Well, I don't know exactly what it was, but
no, he's been complaining about their draft for years. They won't get him any help. They drafted a quarterback last year in the first round, pissed him off. The year before that, he wanted them to draft a wide receiver, and they wouldn't do it. Now this year, they go out and draft a defensive player, Eric Stokes. So that's what it is. He's just he's getting up there in age. You want to hear a weird? I don't know if this is a stat. That's not a stat. It's just a weird fact.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 best quarterbacks Green Bay has ever had: Bart Starr.
Yeah.
Played in Green Bay for 16 years. Brett Favre played in Green Bay for 16 years. Aaron Rodgers, currently in Green Bay for 16 years.
Uh-oh.
So he's on the way out, is he not?
Pretty much.
Now, Green Bay has come out and said, no, we're not trading him. Yeah, blah. He's our guy. This, that, and the other. You need players on both sides of the ball to make things work. Yeah, da. So I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, players are getting a lot more brave lately with just coming out and saying, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore.
Right.
Deshaun Watson did it at Texas, and Aaron Rodgers has basically been doing it for a couple of years now. But you know what? I just don't like it here anymore. I want out. Get rid of me. Ship me down the road, But Green Bay says no, not going to do it. Said it wouldn't be prudent at this juncture, So.
I think Rodgers just wants to be a full-time Jeopardy host.
Full-time Jeopardy host. Well, he's up there in age. He might can get that job soon.
Yeah.
What's up with the Newman kid? Will he get drafted? He'll probably get drafted, but it's going to be late, and it's going to be by a team that doesn't need a quarterback.
Who? The Bucks?
I don't know, but of all the players that opted out last year, he's the one that hurt himself the most. People had him as a first or second round pick last year. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Now he's probably now 4th, 5th round. He'd be lucky.
You Georgia fans got all hyped and excited. Then he opted out and got pissed.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame him. I thought he would have done really well too.
Now,
I mean,
Jamar Chase and Micah Parsons proved that you can sit out and it won't hurt you, or it won't necessarily hurt you. What hurt Jamie Newman is that so many quarterbacks had great years this year while he was sitting around playing Scrabble.
right.
You know, Mac Jones being the primary example, but even Zach Wilson. I mean,
Yeah.
it came out of no. In 2019, Zach Wilson had 11 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. No one was talking about him.
That's not good.
And then
Yeah.
in 2020, he comes out and completes 77% of his passes, or had something like 33 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. And next thing you know, he's the number 2 pick in the draft. You know.
Right.
Even Mac Jones, no one knew what Mac Jones was going to do. Kyle Trask, he had a good year in 2019, but nothing compared to what he did in 2020.
Yeah.
You know, these are all guys now that are going to get drafted or have been drafted way ahead of Jamie Newman, that prior to the 2020 season, nobody had those people getting drafted ahead of Jamie Newman. So Jamie Newman really got hurt by sitting out and the fact that there was so many other quarterbacks that had great years. Jamar Chase and Micah Parsons were just amazing to start with. They were kind of like Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence could have got drafted 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, Micah Parsons was ready to play in the NFL the day he set foot on Penn State's campus. Jamar Chase is just so athletically gifted and talented. I mean, you know.
What about Trey Lance? Do you think that maybe just this past year boost his stock, or do you think that maybe even in years prior he was maybe just as good as he is now?
Trey Lance?
Yeah.
I have some concerns about him. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah.
I do.
Who is
he wasn't very good in high school. We know that because no one wanted him.
Right.
Only 2 FBS teams. Only one FBS team offered him a scholarship at quarterback. One, and it was Boise State.
Mm-hmm.
And he turned them down. Minnesota offered him a scholarship but wanted him to change positions. And then North Dakota State said, well, you can come here and play quarterback. So he went there. And he did good. But I am a believer that competition matters. So, yeah, he did great in the FCS. He did great against FCS competition on the best FCS team on planet Earth.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I'm not saying he won't be any good, but I would be less comfortable taking him than I would Justin. I mean, Justin Fields completed 75% of his passes against Big Ten competition.
Yeah, that's good.
40, 50 touchdowns in what did he have? 2 interceptions or something in 2019, the only full season he played.
Right.
40-something touchdowns, over 4,000 yards, and like 2 interceptions or something. So, and again, Trey Lance may end up being better than Justin Fields. It's just, it's hard for me to completely buy in on Trey Lance.
Well, I mean, and again, with guys like that, only time will tell. I mean, I'm sure he'll fit in somewhere in the NFL. But like you were saying, I mean, honestly, compare him to maybe, you know, obviously to Trevor Lawrence, not there. Heck, even compare him to maybe Mac Jones. I mean, we'll see. But
Ty Myers, thank you for the super chat, sir. Thanks for supporting the show this morning. I hope you have a good weekend. He says, which quarterback that's left will have the most impact? I think that's hard to say because it depends what team drafts him. You know, if the Chiefs draft a quarterback, whoever that quarterback is isn't going to have much of an impact in any time in the next 10 years, not in Kansas City. But every team needs a backup, so that's hard to say. It's hard to answer that question about someone that hasn't been drafted yet because we don't know what team. You know, if they end up on a team that needs a quarterback now or has a bad quarterback, the chances of that, the chances of them impacting the team are greater than if, I don't know, someone drafts a quarterback that is already set at the quarterback position. So I don't know about that. Who will be the next QB is taken? Will it be Trask?
What about Kellen Mond out of A&M?
Kellen Mond? We're laughing, but someone's going to draft him.
Yeah, someone will either today or tomorrow.
According to ESPN, the best available quarterback right now is Davis Mills out of Stanford.
Mm-hmm.
Followed up by Kyle Trask, Kellen Mond, and Jamie Newman.
Okay.
So according to ESPN, those are the 4 best available quarterbacks right now. After that, Ian Book, Felipe Franks, our good buddy Sam Ellinger, Shane Bouchelet or Bouchel, whatever his name is, a different Zach Smith from Tulsa, and then KJ Costello. I forgot about him from Mississippi State. Are any of the? Well, let me ask you this, Ballard.
Okay.
Of these quarterbacks that ESPN says is the best 10 available, and I'll run through them one more time. Davis Mills, and this is for the comment section too. Davis Mills, Kyle Trask, Kellen Mond, Jamie Newman, Ian Book, Felipe Franks, Sam Ellinger, Shane Bouchel, Zach Smith, KJ Costello. Will any of those people ever start a game in the NFL?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not at this point.
Maybe one of them gets a start if they wind up as a backup on a team and a starter goes down. I don't know that anybody on that list is a starting quarterback in the NFL, though.
Well, I'm seeing projections. Washington gets Trask. They have Ryan Fitzpatrick right now. And, they had Alex Smith. Of course, we know his story, but they also, they didn't cut him. I think Smith retired. But, either way, Washington's looking for a quarterback. We know about the Dwayne Haskins, just straight bust. I don't know.
I got you, Slim Shady. We need to talk about this Tim Teebow story, too. What a joke this is.
What happened?
Slim Shady Canes, thank you for hitting the PayPal link, sir. He says, I like Tampa's pick in the first round because how much more time does JPP, a.k.a. 8-piece, have left? I also want to see them pick up an interior defensive lineman for when Ndamukong Suh hangs it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, Ballard said.
That's what this year's draft is pretty much, for the Bucks at least, it's building for the future after he mentioned Ndamukong Suh and when Tom Brady's gone. That's what this is here.
Who's there besides Tom Brady? The Bucks need
Ryan Gabbert.
Who?
Ryan Griffin.
Okay, yeah. So in other words, they need a quarterback.
Right.
So it wouldn't surprise me to see Tampa Bay take one of these quarterbacks we just named.
They should at some point, but and even Bruce Arians has come out to say, there's a couple guys we like, and it would be like him just because he's worked. He is a quarterback developer. He can work with quarterbacks. He's all these names that you've heard, Carson Palmer. I'm trying to think of some of the other. And he's worked with quite a few of the quarterbacks in the league over the years. Big Ben Roethlisberger a little bit too.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
So our buddy Tim Teebow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's the best fullback to ever play college quarterback. We know that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Everyone told him he wasn't an NFL quarterback. right? But he's hard-headed and stubborn. God told him he's supposed to play quarterback. I'm playing quarterback. Turns out everyone else was right. He's not any good as a quarterback in the NFL, so he gets ran out of the league in about 3 years or whatever it was. Gets mad, goes to play baseball. Finds out he's not any good at baseball either. Sits around for a couple of years. And then Urban Meyer gets hired at Jacksonville.
Yeah.
His old buddy, Urban Meyer. What does Tim Teebow do? Calls up Urban Meyer and says, hey, coach, I want to come try out for you.
Even though you're
as a tight end.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't you do this 12 years ago? Sir, you might still be in the NFL. But this guy, the nerve of this guy, young, early 30s, never played tight end a day in his life.
All of a sudden,
Been sitting around for 2 years, but because he's friends with Urban Meyer, he gets a tryout at tight end with the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a joke. What a joke.
Yeah. I mean, I love Tim Tebow. He's a good Christian man. He's a great analyst. But, gosh, now he wants to play tight end for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And have Trevor Lawrence throwing it to him.
Exactly.
He could tell his kids one day, I caught a pass from Trevor Lawrence. They'll be like, who's that? Well, he won a championship as a freshman, and he was a generational talent that everybody talked about.
Jordan says Tim Tebow recently lost his virginity, so he's feeling pretty bold.
Yeah.
Is Teebow still circumcising little boys in Africa for fun on the weekends?
I don't know.
That's weird, isn't it?
I guess.
I don't understand that, but there's a lot of things I don't understand. Like drafting a tight end at number 4.
And he's a Florida man,
He's
Lou.
a Florida man, Lou.
Yeah. I mean, look. How many Florida tight ends have we seen have success in the NFL?
I don't know, but speaking of circumcised, Ballard, do you know who EDP is?
Yeah.
You know that story?
Yeah, I know all about it. I've been hearing it. Got pissed off at his Eagles and drafting Hurts last year, and
I have your phone number. I'm going to send you something right now. I want you to look at it and react to it on the air, okay?
Okay. Is it an article or video?
No, it's just a picture. It's not a video.
Okay.
Just a picture. All right. I just sent it. I want you to react to it. Let me know when you get it.
All right. Oh, I hate you so much. I'm gonna delete that. What is that?
Describe to us what you're seeing there.
It looks like you ever seen one of those giant pencils that are super long?
It kind of looks like a crayon, doesn't it?
That's way too. The tip's broken off.
The tip is broken off.
What the fuck?
Tim Teebow needs to go see him, doesn't he? Get him circumcised.
I got a lot of repenting to do.
For those of you who are wondering, I just sent Ballard. Y'all all know the EDP story, right? Well, EDP, of course, got caught doing what he was doing, but he sent pictures to that girl too, and those pictures have been made public. And I just sent the picture to Ballard. Oh, what do you think about that, Ballard?
I can't unsee it.
I didn't even say anything to BBD at all. I just sent him that yesterday.
The BBB?
Yeah. And Chess Hall, too.
Oh, God.
I didn't warn him or anything. I just sent it to him.
Damn.
Oh, man. No, I can't show it. Ragdog says show it. No, I can't show it.
It's off YouTube.
Yeah. It's nothing anyone would want to see. Chess Hall says it looks like a messed up balloon animal.
I didn't know they made them like that. I didn't even know they made them like that.
Yep. Tim Teebow needs to go do work on him.
Man.
Rackdog, if you really want to see it, you can go to Twitter and just do a search for EDP
They put that on Twitter?
dick pic, and you'll find it. Slim says, thank God I didn't send him that text. Say no more, fam.
You were lucky on that. I don't even know what.
Ballard, how's business? How's business going?
What?
How's business going?
Oh, you mean with like school and all that?
No, your business.
Oh, the website?
No, the salad deal.
Oh God. We gotta end this.
Oh, hey, I didn't forget about the Tinder thing either.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
The whole point of the Tinder thing is to give us something to do and talk about when there's nothing to do and talk about. And because the draft was yesterday, we had plenty to talk about today. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I got you.
We'll still we'll do that the next Friday that you're on, and there's not a whole lot to talk about. We'll do that. So
cool.
Yep. So yep. Anything else going on in the world of sports though?
Not in the world of sports. I will say though, next week I'll be out of town, so I probably won't come on, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Appreciate you letting me know ahead of time instead of just not showing up.
Right. That would have been unprofessional.
It definitely would have.
Yeah.
It definitely would have. D4 says it looks like a baby catfish.
A baby catfish.
Slim Shady might have got mad and turned his phone off. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bacon Ninjet says, check your email, Lou. I sent 2 pics for the show. Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you. Jojo Bugs, thank you for the super chat. It says, good morning, Lou. And thanks for the kind words and get well wishes to my father-in-law yesterday. Surgery went well, and he is back home. Well, that's great news, JoJo. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. I'm glad my thoughts worked. And I'm taking a significant portion of the credit for that, which is good. Ballard, what are your plans this weekend? You're gonna I'm sure you're gonna watch. Ballard, do you watch all of the draft?
I try to, yeah.
Yeah, I watch all of the first round every year. Well, I couldn't watch it all. I was at my son's soccer practice till I guess it was about 9 o'clock by the time I turned the TV on. But I was in my car listening to it on NFL radio. But so I listen or watch to the entire first round every single year. I usually watch all of the second round, and I plan to today too. But lately, with the second round has been on a Friday, so if there's been something going on, I've missed it a few times. But then those late rounds on the weekends, I don't watch much of that. I'll just be honest. I kind of just track it on my phone. Like, I'll check my phone like once every 30 minutes to see what the last 5 or 6 picks were or whatever. But I guess people that are really into the NFL, they probably watch the whole thing. I watch the first round and most of the second round almost every year. But when the weekend comes around and it's like rounds 4 through 7 or whatever it is, I kind of just keep up with it on my phone after that.
Yeah, I got you.
It gets to the point that he's drafting a lot of these players you never even heard of them. So you ain't got no plans this weekend, you said?
Not really. Just hanging out.
Yeah, that's my plans too. Lou Jr. has a soccer game on Sunday. He was supposed to have 2 games tomorrow in Atlanta, but they got canceled, and I'm not. I always feel bad for him when the games get canceled, but I'll be honest. It's okay with me that I don't have to drive to Atlanta and back tomorrow. That's okay with me.
Yeah.
And he still gets to play a game this weekend here in town on Sunday, so that's good.
That's awesome, man.
I don't have. I really don't have anything exciting planned this weekend either. I guess. Gonna work some today.
Yeah.
Ballard, I uploaded 3 videos yesterday.
Yeah, that's very impressive, man.
That is impressive.
I didn't see all. I haven't seen all of them, but
did you watch the Woe Todd?
Yeah, the Woe Tide. I saw that one.
Yeah.
I'll go back and watch the others though.
I did South Carolina, Iowa State, and the Woe Tides.
Oh, I can't wait to see the South Carolina one. That's gonna be awesome.
They're in bad shape, ain't they?
Dumpster fire.
Tennessee too, bad shape.
Is Tennessee worth previewing at all?
There's a lot of there's several comments that are like, Tennessee is going to surprise some people this year. I'm like, well, I mean, if they make a bowl game, that's a surprise. So yeah, they might surprise somebody. They might go 6-6. What do you mean they're going to surprise somebody?
Oh.
Who are they going to surprise?
Uncle Lou.
Shit. If they can field a team, I'll be surprised. At this rate.
You mean like have enough players?
Yeah. 25 players in the transfer protocol. Who y'all got in the transfer protocol?
Manny Diaz didn't know how to recruit. Guess what? Who did y'all get in the transfer protocol?
Nuts and honey.
That's it. Is that Damon Wayans?
Yeah, that's from an old show before your time called it was called In Living Color. It was like Saturday Night Live, but it was mostly black cast. In fact, it was an all black cast plus Jim Carrey.
Yeah, no, I've seen it with my dad before.
Okay,
I've heard of it.
Yeah, great show. Some classics, some classic skits on there. Yeah, but that guy. I remember when this guy made that video talking about the transfer protocol. I said that guy looks like the two thumbs up guy from In Living Color or whatever.
Manny Diaz didn't know how to recruit.
Again at the end.
Guess what? Who did y'all get in the transfer protocol?
Nuts and honey.
Yeah. I liked, I've heard of the Wayans and all that. You ever see the movie Major Payne?
Yeah, great movie.
I made a stinger, that one scene where he's like, I will throw this grenade or whatever. And what's his name? The big tough guy that like was like throughout the whole movie's questioning authority. And he's like, guys, it's just a dummy grenade. You pulled the penny through that. I clipped the part where he's like, who's the dummy now?
Yeah, I haven't seen that in forever. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. Ballard, Captain Trips wants to know when he can get himself some youth ministry. What is this? When does the merchandise for your youth ministry come out? He wants to know. Ballard salad tossing service. Alabama's #1 youth ministry. Sometimes I crack myself up.
Yeah.
Mountaineer Mike, thank you for the super chat. He says, friendly reminder, Tennessee averaging 40 points a game. Yeah. Did you hear about that, Ballard?
Giving up, right?
Well, the Tennessee guy left a comment on my Tennessee video saying Tennessee's going to average 40 points a game this year. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Florida averaged 39 points per game last year.
Right.
With that amazing offense. And this guy thinks Tennessee is going to average 40 points a game this year. This G White.
They just lost half their team.
Slim Shady, thank you for the super chat. Slim Shady, Ballard, Slim Shady says it looks like a hairless mole rat.
Oh, God. Oh.
It looks like a crayon with an eye in it. With an eyeball at the end of it.
Yeah.
Panama Jack, I was saying the same thing earlier. I went through the picks in the first round and kind of gave my thoughts on them. And when I got to that guy, I said, I'm going to be honest, I'd never heard of this guy yesterday until they called his name. So I don't really have an opinion on him because I didn't know that much. I'd never heard of him, so I don't know that much about him. So I don't know.
I got a text last night prior to the draft that was from like a 415 area code. I don't even know where that is. But he said, jumping on the NFL's Draftathon stream in a couple minutes, they're raising money to support pandemic recovery in some of the hardest hit communities. Come hang. I texted back. I said, who this?
That's San Francisco.
Ah.
You got a lot of friends out in San Francisco, Ballard?
I know nobody out there.
Well, apparently you know at least one somebody, sir. You meet somebody from San Fran.
Yeah. I might have to call that number or something. I don't know.
You want to call it now?
You want to try?
Tell me the number. I'll dial it, and then you talk, and then you can talk to them. That way the people can hear it.
I don't know if I want to give numbers out. Oh, can I text you the number?
Yeah, text me the number.
Just in case. Hold on.
I got you. Good idea.
Crap. Copy, and I'll send it to Lou. You get that?
Yep, I got it.
Let's see who this is here. 415 San Francisco?
Okay, so this is someone that texted Ballard yesterday. He doesn't
know. About the NFL Draftathon.
Yeah, about the NFL. It's a San Francisco area code, but
Yeah.
Ballard doesn't know who it is, so I'm going to call him. I'm going to add him to the call with Ballard, and Ballard's going to try to figure out who they are. So add call. Okay. Ballard, it's going to mute you for a second while it's ringing, but then as soon as he picks up, it'll automatically add you back on. Okay?
I told him good morning.
Yeah, you have to. All right, I'm adding him now. Plus, it's 6:30 in the morning there.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept.
You there, Ballard?
Yeah.
He didn't answer his mailbox, and then it said his voicemail was full. it didn't leave a name, or it was just an automated thing. The mailbox is full, so they didn't answer. But of course, it's 6:30 in the morning out there, though. So
that's true.
Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Right.
Oh, I talked about watching that Mortal Kombat movie last weekend.
Yeah.
And it got me all excited and thinking about when I used to play those Mortal Kombat games when I was a kid. So I bought Mortal Kombat 11 on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
Good.
I haven't played it yet. I bought it and started it to started the download or whatever, and then went to bed. So maybe I'll have some time this weekend to play it. I want to do some fatalities on people,
Fatality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get over here. That kind of thing. Fatality. I want to rip someone's spine out of something. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Well, Ballard, if you don't have anything else, I'll let you go. I think I'll end the show a little early today since it's Friday. But if you got something else, let us know. But I don't know.
Nah, just looking forward to see who all gets picked tonight and tomorrow. And Tennessee is still the most deadest football program in America.
And what do you have coming up on your channel over the next few days?
Unprofessional sports show with myself and Chess Hall on Saturday. Outside of that, possibly draft streams. That's pretty much it.
You want to tell people what time the Unprofessional Sports Show is, or should they just guess?
It'll be 9 Eastern every Saturday night with myself and TikTok Chess Hall.
9 Eastern tomorrow night, the Unprofessional Sports Show, Ballard Sports Media, and TikTok Chess Hall. Is that going to be on your channel or TikTok Chess Hall's channel?
It'll be Chess Hall's this week.
Chess Hall's channel this week. Check it out, 9 p.m. Subscribe to Ballard Sports Media for barely watchable draft videos maybe this weekend, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Ballard Sports Media. Ballard, thanks for coming on today, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, just if you can remind me sometime in the middle of next week that you're not coming on Friday, because I'll forget, and then I'll be on Friday bad mouthing you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So try to send me a text message or something like in the middle of the week saying, "Hey, just reminding you I'm not coming on."
Yeah, I got you.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming on, Ballard. We'll talk to you next time.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, woe Tide and that. Whoa, Tide, woo! Shut up, Luther. Go take a bath. You smell like old cardboard. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for another great week here on the morning show. What do we got next week? Monday, Scott Kerr and Chess Hall. Tuesday, Tiger Cat will be coming on. TK will join us on Tuesday. Thursday, I'm not sure. Oh, Luanon with Mike Vick. And Friday is open now, too, since Ballard is not coming on next Friday. So if you'd like to be on the show next Friday, send me an email. Golden Blue Dude, I know you've been wanting to come on. If you want to come on next Friday, let me know. Whoever wants to come on next Friday, let me know. Send an email to crazyunclelou@gmail.com, crazyunclelou@gmail.com. Love to have you. Love to have some of you guys and girls on as guests. Appreciate all of you tuning in this week. I'll have another couple of videos up today. Don't worry. And then another couple up tomorrow, and so forth and so on. It goes on and on it goes. Big shout out and a huge thank you to those of you who helped to support the show this morning through the Super Chat. Che, Mountaineer Mike, Slim Shady Canes, Ty Myers, Bacon Ninjet, JoJo Bugs, Slim Shady Canes, Mountaineer Mike, thank you. And over on the PayPal page, we had Slim Shady Canes, Georgia Forever, and Mike Reiser. The winner of the Pick the Picture contest this week every Friday, highest Super Chat or highest PayPal, gets to pick the picture that goes right here next to the schedule all next week on the show. The winner today is for the third week in a row, Mike Reiser. Thank you, sir. You know the deal. Send me a email sometime between now and the start of Monday's show, and I will swap this picture out with what you want me to. And thank you for all the support, sir. I appreciate it. Mountaineer Mike said, flawless victory. Yes. 3-week defending champion, Mike Reiser. I don't know who's going to knock him off. Maybe no one. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. I had a great week here. We're at the end of the month. We made it through another month of the off season. Now, we did have a lot of football to talk about this month, to be fair, though. Spring practice, spring games, NFL draft. This was a pretty good month. May and June are brutal. Brutal. Nothing to talk about in May and June. If you hear any news about your team in May or June, guess what? It's bad news. Facts. If you hear any news about your team in May or June, it's bad news. Someone's done got arrested. Someone's done flunked out. You know, someone's done hit their girlfriend. Someone's done got caught with the sticky icky again. You know, someone's driving without a driver's license. So, but we got plenty to do here on the morning show. Don't worry. Don't worry. Tinder Ballard in May. We're going to sign Ballard up on Tinder and find him a date. And we're starting that in May, soon, so next week, or next time Ballard's on. In June, LouTube's Got Talent. Still the most fun I've ever had on the morning show. Last year's LouTube's Got Talent contest that we did. You guys better start thinking about your talent. We're going to start that. We're going to start that the first week of June. So you got a month to perfect your talent. Cash prize to the winner, and I'm thinking about paying out the first place and second place instead of giving. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a poll. Should I give all the money to the winner? Should I, you know, if I split it up some, then at least two people get something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But had a lot of entries last year. I hope to have a lot of entries again this year. It was so much fun. Jess Hall's going to co-host LouTube's Got Talent with me. How do you feel about the Steelers picking Najee Harris? Najee Harris feels like a Steelers running back to me. So I think it's a good pick. Somebody mentioned that the Steelers don't have a very good offensive line. Maybe that's something they have to work on, but Najee Harris seems like a good fit for Pittsburgh to me. All right, I do love you guys. I love this morning show. I have so much fun on this show talking with you guys every morning. I really appreciate you tuning in and listening to me babble on. I hope you all have a great weekend. Have lots of fun. There's weather warming up here. Time to get your bathing suits out. Time to get your bathing suits out. Some of y'all aren't in bathing suit shape, are you? Better get on them sit-ups. All right. We'll see you next week. Have a good morning.